gonna take them 10 minutes to get in here. I'll be sitting here ready to fucking cut this shit off. By that time, about 30, 40 people show up.
I'm ready for April 2nd, that Nappy Root show shit. That's what I've been thinking about.
Did you see the promo?
Yeah.
You seen it?
What? The one you did? The new one?
The new one, the one I just did.
No. I'm gonna go look at it as soon as we get done.
Hey, look at it as soon as we get done.
I will.
And spread it all. Look, spread it like a STD. Put it all over everybody's face, Facebook,
all in the face.
All in the face.
All in the face.
Put it on their Pornhubs. Hey, bro, that's where we're missing a big. Hey, we're missing a big opportunity on Pornhub, bro. You don't got to share porn on Pornhub. You can share music videos, and people will watch them, and you'll get millions of views. Yeah, I know an artist that's doing it, bro. What's up, Jamie?
What up, Jamie?
Hey, I know an artist that's doing it, bro. That was his trick. And he told me that he shares all his stuff to memes groups, not music groups, meme groups, and it grows his music. So,
hey, I'm part of 2 meme groups, and I be getting a lot of love whenever I share my shit to their groups. That's true.
That's a fact. What's up, Nolo Bass Girl?
So look, man. So look, how about we got a dirt road swerver? We got a teammate that just went viral 2 days ago. Got 3.3 million views in 24 hours. Built his platform up by 50,000 viewers in less than 24 hours, and he's a comedian. So we are fixing to open up a whole new lane with Dirt Road Swervers, Bloodhound Nation, and bro, we got comedy acts, we got rap acts, we got guitar player and rock act, we got country singing acts. We're covering all lanes. We got Christian rap. I mean, we're covering some pretty good lanes.
Hey, I wrote a new song. It goes like this. It says, I'm up at the morning at the break of dawn, working like a regular dog to keep the woman and the lights in the house and the phone turned on. You like, hold on, here it comes. It goes, I've been saying yes, sir, at work. I've been saying yes, ma'am, at home. I've been storing up the fuck yous, keeping them up under my tongue. And then the chorus is going to be like, I need a little time off for bad behavior.
And if a frog had wings, he wouldn't bump his ass. Every time we do, we steady toasting glaze.
How many of y'all know I wrote that song?
I like it.
Hey, I ain't gonna say it. I didn't write that song, man.
Jamie Williams says she loves him.
Huh?
Elmer Brown?
Yeah, Edward Brown.
Elmer.
He needs a little time off for bad behavior. Yeah. Hey, look, if you get a comedian to MC the show, the whole show, until I get on stage, I don't need no MC. Just give me the microphone and move out of my way. And you the same way too. But we got openers that's, they're going to pay for slots and stuff. He could MC, bro. He could open. He can come out there and do like a 15, 20-minute skit or whatever,
I figured we would open the show with him, get everybody laughing, and we would end the show with him, get everybody laughing before they go home. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, man. And just get a little time off for bad behavior.
And I just got done doing a 20 split 5.
Man, don't nobody out of 16 people in here, don't nobody know who David Allen Coe is. That's insane, man.
Oh my God, that's one of the Well, I was coming through Montgomery. I had a guitar on my back.
He wrote
when
that.
When a stranger stopped beside me in an antique Cadillac.
Yeah.
And he was dressed like 1950, half drunk and hollowed-eyed. Said it's a long walk to Nashville. Would you like to ride, son?
Yeah. What's up? What the fuck? I know him. Jamie says,
what
I know
fuck?
David.
Jamie Williams, mom of many. Mom of many. How many kids you got?
Mom of many. Hey, if y'all know David Allen Coe, then how come y'all don't know? I need a little time off for bad behavior.
I do now. I do now. I wasn't even thinking about it because you weren't singing in tune at first.
Oh, he wants to sing some real David Allen Coe. He wants to hear the real David Underground, real David Allen Coe.
Don't put no hickory, Billy.
Nah, he said, how did he say it? He said, trying like the devil to find the Lord, working like a
for my room and board.
Coal burning stove, no natural gas. If that ain't country,
a lot of
I'll
people
kiss
don't
your
know
ass.
this. David Allen Coe wrote "Take This Job and Shove It" by Johnny Paycheck. Johnny Paycheck was well on his way out the door. They were done with him. They done wrote him off. And George Jones was actually supposed to sing that song. It was wrote for George Jones. And George Jones didn't show up. He was drunk, didn't show up to sing it, didn't. So they had a dude downstairs, Johnny Paycheck, that came upstairs to sing it. And that was his best song ever, in my opinion. And it was written by David Allen Coe. Take this job and shove it. Little history there for you.
Mama Minnie said, I've got 6 that are mine, but Minnie call me mom. Bruh, I grew up in a neighborhood, everybody knows, Lorndie Heights. And there was a lady that lived across the street. She was German.
Candy lady.
The mama. That was the
Candy
mama.
lady.
Candy lady. Yep. Well, we had the Candy Man. He was a Baptist preacher down the road, but every good community, every good place has a place where everybody calls mama. You know, we all used to crash out on the floor and fucking just always have a place to stay. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Life ain't that simple no more, though, bro.
It ain't. It ain't. Especially like us, you know, because we done went down that road where we was addicts for so long, and then we went to prison, and we got a bunch of prison time up underneath our belt, and then we didn't really take advantage of our life till later on in life. You know what I mean?
Right. I feel like I've thrown away so much of my. When I was married, doing good, still taking Suboxone. I was married, doing good. I would sit down and I would turn the TV on and I would see this dude Ryan Upchurch. And I'd watch him and I'd see what they were creating. And I'd see the first redneck rave and I'd see what they was going on. And I knew in my soul, I was like, man, if I wasn't married right now, bro, he'd have his hands full with me because I can do all that. All his new rock album does suck. I take that back. I'm sorry. I said it was pretty good. It's not. It sucks. Creeker 3 fucking sucks. And ODR, I'm gonna go ahead and let the cat out the bag. Guess who's mixing me and ODR's song "Welcome to My Woods"?
I've been wanting to say this so bad. I've been telling them everybody that we got it. The same dude who mixed the Master Creeker 3 is doing "Welcome to My Woods."
So how about I hit up the dude who mixed up Creeker 3 and was like, "Hey, bro, won't you mix me and ODR song?" And he was like, "Bet." It's a business to him. It ain't nothing personal vendetta. So the dude that just mixed Creeker 3, Kalani on the beat, is mixing "Welcome to My Woods" tonight. He should have it done by tonight. And I don't know when ODR is going to release it. That's on you.
July 4th weekend.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Hey, I want to talk about the Hickerbilly bitch real quick, bro.
Now listen to me. I don't know him. I watched him a few times, but the clip I seen this morning that Cody Hamberlow shared of them saying the N-word static baby. I'm an 80s baby. I was born in 84. So I come from an era where that'd get you a whole shit rearranged for you. You know what I mean? Yeah, all in the face. You know what I mean? All in the face. So it's like where I come from, we don't have that card. I mean, that's not a card. That's like a black dude getting on there and talking about me, calling me cracker this, cracker that. I mean, no, I'm gonna be mad as shit. So why in the hell would he think he could do the disrespect and get away with it? You know what I mean? I don't know what he's thinking, but that's some clown ass shit.
Well, 2 things. Number 1, I told everybody about my dad's old boss Arlen that got knocked out by the monkey. One of his famous sayings that he used to say was, "I'm gonna take all this here and I'm gonna put it over here. I'm gonna take all this here and I'm gonna put it over here. I'm gonna take all that there. I'm gonna put it back here." When he would get mad at somebody, you know what I'm saying?
That shit will be rearranged.
That shit be rearranged. Hey, but look, listen. Look, when I grew up, we all hung out together, white and black.
Yes.
And we
Yes.
all said it. We all of us said it. I said it. But at the same time, I've had my ass beat. I've had
That's
been
where the
I've been
card comes into
slammed.
play at. He don't have
Huh?
that card to do
He
that.
don't
Now,
have
yeah,
right.
you
He
might hang
hasn't
around some
paid
boys.
his
You might hang around a crew of people that you do every day and say it with them, but you got that card with them. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Get
right.
out of here with that.
Right. They're saying it because he's making fun of it. Are you a real sweet nigga? Are you a real sweet nigga? They're saying that to make fun of it. When I say that, I mean I'll fucking die for you. That's what I mean when I say it. I will
100%.
ride, I will pump this bitch till the wheels fall off for you when I say that. So it's
Hickory,
not the same thing, bro. It's
Eric,
not the same.
Eric, Eric, some dude named Hickory Billy, Eric. I don't know. I never met him. I just been watching him from a distance on
Anyway,
a few podcasts,
yeah.
but ain't nothing. But anyway, let's not make this podcast about him because he don't need no more
Hold
traffic
on. I
going
want
his
to say
way.
this one thing. I want to say this one thing.
All right.
All right. I'm not gonna say nothing about Carolina. But night before last, they wanted somebody to come up on their podcast so they could pick on them or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And so one of their fucking no name, nobody ever even who the fuck you are
Who that?
says, hey, send Bloodhound a link and let's get him on the live and see if he'll bite the bait. And somebody even says, and it is pretty funny what they said. They said,
41
I
live
got
viewers.
five.
Salute y'all.
Yeah, I got $5 saying that Bloodhound will beat the shit out of himself again. That was kind of funny. It was funny. That was funny. That was funny. So he sends me the link when we got off Country Shake podcast. Bro, I'm raising kids. I got kids to take to school the next day. We went to bed after Country Shake podcast, so I didn't get the link. So I wake up the next morning. I hit him up. I'm like, "What's this?" He was like, "Man, I'm just trying to invite you on the show." I said, "Okay, bet." So last night, he didn't think I still had the link. I still had the link. I clicked on the link to go on his podcast, right? I'm backstage waiting to go on his podcast. His bitch ass, every one of them is so scared to let me up there because they ain't nothing but a bunch of cowards. So I go in the comment section. I'm like, let me up, bro. I quote, this is what I quote. He said night before that, he said, don't think I won't get Bloodhound up here. Don't test my gangster. So I'm in the comment section last night and I'm like, here I am. I'm here to test your gangster. I'm here to test your
Gangster.
gangster. Let me up. Let me up. And
Yeah.
everybody in the chat, like all 70 people, hated me.
They ain't none of them known for ever doing anything gangster, bro. Not
You
none
think I
of
give a fuck if they hate me?
them. Hey, please hate on me. Y'all been doing it. Don't stop now.
Hey, but here's the thing. You invite me on your podcast, and then the next night, here I go. I'm backstage waiting to come up on your podcast, and you too pussy to let me up on the podcast. That's crazy. Hey, at least Hosier showed up. You know what I'm saying?
It
But
did.
when you sent me that video this morning about him using the N word, the way they doing it, and the way they're making fun of it, that's racist shit. I don't do the racist
That's
shit.
clown shit. That's clown shit. I
That's
don't I
clown
don't do
shit.
that.
I don't do the
That's
racist
that's
shit.
that's let's say some shit so people will come see us and we got clout. Even they
Man,
are the type of people that believes clout is clout, even if it's bad. And they're
it's
clout
a
chasers. That's what they
it's
are.
a whistleblower for white racism is what it's turning into. And
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, I'll defend the Confederacy. I'll defend the white race because I know the truth. But I also know there's a dark history there that you can't paint it and make it good no matter what you think. There's nothing good about a swastika. No, I
No.
don't give a fuck if the Indians flew it back in 1770. Fuck. It's nothing good about the swastika.
We know what people this day and age mean whenever they put that shit on them. I've been in prison my whole life. I know what that shit means. That shit means you hate a certain fucking race. That's what that means.
Right. That's what that
Yeah,
means.
yeah, 100%.
And then they said they was gonna get me on their podcast to clown me. Well, I gave them that opportunity last night. So with that being said,
Look at Keith
somebody
Wilson. Keith Wilson just said, I grew up with all different cultures, but as you get older, you can't say the N word because we were younger then. I hope they don't come to DC with that shit.
hey, there's some truth. There is some truth to what he just said. I agree
No,
with
I
that.
mean, no, that's all truth.
Yeah, because as you become an adult, your language changes completely anyway. You know what I'm saying? But even to this day, like when I go to Jackson and hang out in Mississippi Snow and them, or when I see a old homeboy of mine on the street, bro, Ray just messaged me, bro. They just killed his cousin in Cinco de Mayo in front of the Mexican restaurant, bro. If y'all seen our conversation, it would blow your mind. But I know these people. I know
Right.
these people. This man just buried his cousin, and he was like, "Bro, it meant so much to me that you shined a light on my cousin to share him on your social media so that everybody can see what's going on." You know what I'm saying? I use it as a word of endearment, but even now, when I was young, every other word was the N word when I was growing up. But it ain't like
Mary
that now
Baker
because
said, "Are
we're
we raised
adults.
in hell this morning?" No, Mary Baker, we raised in heaven. Shout to be Jesus Christ, baby.
Hey,
Mary Baker, she's a good one too, man. She's a real motherfucker. She gonna tell you how it is too. I like
I
Mary.
know,
Mary's a
Mary.
good
Well,
people.
Pastor Huckleberry, what it do? Pastor Huckleberry, you heard that? We raising Jesus Christ. Right when you said Jesus Christ, Pastor Huckleberry shows up.
What's the chances of that? Jesus Christ, never thought twice, made it through the struggle. Now I'm getting right. Hit my knees, asking him, please hurry up and come and save me. And you know, I'm bringing them with me, spitting Bible verses like it's a sin me, talking in tongues that sound like a hear me, wearing bow ties like I'm driving the Jimmy. Skip to my loot, we baptized. You sell dope and tell the lies. Rap about God, we changing lives. Let's go, Pastor.
I got a gospel rap song out called Street Gospel. Y'all got to find it. It's hard to find on YouTube. Just type in Ryan Woodcock Street Gospel. But look, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna shut up. Okay.
53 live viewers. Let's go. 53 people in here.
Okay.
Let's
I
go,
got
baby.
53 live people in here right now. Listen to me. I'm gonna say this as Christian as possible as I can. Okay. Hickerbilly, you got the right one, bro. I will see you in Carolina. And I'm an Old Testament Christian, not a New Testament Christian. And I'll leave it at that. That's all I'll say. Praise Jesus. That's all I'll say. Oh, wait, I got one more thing to say. Welcome to My Addiction is at 56,000 views.
Yes.
It was at 53,000 this morning. Now it's at 56,000.
So look, my homeboy that come and broke the 50K barrier with me. Man, I was so happy to see you do that, bro. Good job, bro. That's doing numbers. I don't give a shit number. Yeah, it's not in the top 10 iTunes with millions of views. No, but 50,000 views, that's numbers for us, bro. Because we're blackballed and still pushing 50,000 views.
Bro, there's no other artist in country rap that's more blackballed than us.
Hi, here we are. Yeah.
Even Colt Ford tried to blackball Justin Hickman, and he turned that shit around and made money off of it.
James Elliott in here. What up, James? Is that Dirt E? Is that the James Elliott? Same one. That's my homie right there, man.
Hell
That's a
yeah,
cool ass dude right there.
congratulations. James Elliott's in here a bunch, bro. What's up,
Is that Dirt
JTV?
E?
Huh?
Is that Dirt E? James Elliott?
No, that's James
Huh.
Elliott.
Yeah, but that's Dirt E's name, I think. It's James Elliott.
Well, I thought he drove a NASCAR. He drove number 18.
No, man, you're talking about Chase Elliott and Bill Elliott. They're from Georgia. That's the
That's
Georgia
his
boy
brother.
racing.
That's James's brother, bro. That's his brother or his cousin. I don't know.
Look, that's great. Listen,
What's up,
if that's the
JTV?
case, I just did an AC unit a couple years back for Stephen Elliott, Bill Elliott's first cousin. They have pictures up on the wall. Steve, James, you kin to Stephen and Bill?
Hey, dirty in the house. It might be dirty. Is it dirty? No, I'm new. Why y'all
He's a good
blackball?
artist if it is dirty. He's a good person. He's a really good
No,
person. Both of them.
Nola says she's new, or I don't know if they're a girl or Nola says I'm new. Why y'all? See, that's another thing. Hold on now. Let me say this about New Orleans. When I was growing up, white people in New Orleans ran around saying the N word all the time. All the time. What up, babe? What's up, Nick? What's up, babe? All the time. Whoa, hey, whoa, hey. All the time. All the time. But it came from a place of love. It came from a place of endearment. It didn't come from a place of hate. It's all about where your heart is at. And if you go onto my Instagram and you watch the story of them, you'll see it's a game to them. So I'm inviting them to the Young LA show, May 26th in Jackson, Mississippi, to come keep that same energy. Come to Jackson, Mississippi and talk like that. James Elliott said, I have no idea how I got that handle.
Jamie Williams, it's not dirty. It's not. He said, no, man, I'm not an artist. I'm just a fan of y'all. Well, James Elliott, I appreciate it because the other James Elliott, Dirty E, Breadwin DeVille, and Hard Target, there's some really good people. I did some shows with them up here in Maine, bro. There's some good people. I like them. I like all three of them.
Hey, Nola said I'm not lying. I'm not lying. But what dude said about growing up and not using it as much, that is true.
Thank you, Mary
That
Baker. I thought so.
we grew up, you know what I'm saying? Thank God, because like to not grown up, like to been 6 feet under the ground. Pastor Huckleberry been preaching me in ODR's funeral.
What?
If me and ODR die at the same time, we want Pastor Huckleberry to preach our funeral.
Pastor Huckleberry said, I still say the N word. What you say? Niagara Falls?
No. He means New Living Translation.
Okay. Okay, then. I like it. I like it. Mary, yes, I'm from Maine. James Elliott, I'm in Maine too. Okay, he's from Maine. James Elliott's from up here where I'm at.
Man, a lot of people are. Bass Girl is from Jersey. A lot of people are up there where you're at, bro. I bet you there's some people in here from Texas, though. Bro, we could
I
do
know
a show up there.
Jamie Williams from Georgia. She's in Georgia, Ray City.
I thought she was in Florida.
Nah, she in Ray City, Georgia. Jamie Williams be all around though. She be in Florida, Georgia, Texas, a little bit everywhere. Adam H, what's going on? There he is. What's going on, homie?
Take the controller back in there. You see how it's unhooked and blinking? Hey, man, I woke up about 4:30 feeling like hammered dog shit. You know ODR, I got a sore throat. I'm fighting a sore throat, fighting a fever. What's up, Adam H? Texas, just south of Augusta, Maine. I think there's a Augusta, Georgia too, right?
Yeah, that used to be the capital of Georgia before Atlanta. Back in like the 1800s, the capital of Georgia was Augusta, Georgia, and then they moved it from Augusta to Atlanta.
I thought the capital of Georgia was Rome.
No, Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Uh-oh, here it comes. Hold on. Fuck. Maybe not. Yep, here. All right. Oh, man.
That old Copenhagen slap. What?
What you dip Copenhagen?
I used to. I don't do no. I don't use no tobacco products. I don't drink no more. Nothing. The only thing I do is smoke weed. That's it. That is it. 100%.
Yeah, that's all. That's what we pushing.
Yeah.
That's what Bloodhound Nation and Dirt Roast Forever. I'm drinking black coffee.
So y'all look. Y'all want to know how I treat all of my mental illness, like my bipolar and stuff? Methylene Blue. That's all I take. You can get it on Amazon. $30 a bottle, y'all. This right here is the truth. It took me off of all of my medications.
Misty, can you answer Nola's question? It is, Rainy Man. Nobody ever told me about this ODR. ODR, you told me about the secondhand withdrawals, but
Yes.
I never heard anything about it. I never
I've
heard.
been through them. That's how I know about them. I've never been told about them either, but I went through it. It took me, I actually got over it. And then it's weird because some days you'll feel perfectly fine. And then the next day, it's like you just got high that same night and it's beating you down. It was off and on like that for me for like 6 months almost.
Oh, bro.
Yeah. So,
And then my immune system is weak because my body's not producing like chemicals and white blood
dopamine.
cells. Right. And so my immune system is weak. So that's why I got sick.
You know that methylene blue gets in your cells and boosts your mitochondria, bro. You might want to get you some methylene blue, bro. Do your research on it.
I bought 3 vials of that shit and it didn't do nothing. Listen to me.
How
That
many drops are you
methylene,
taking at a time? How many drops are you taking at a time? This was my problem. I
I'll
only
show
took
you.
3 drops. I was only taking 3 to 5 drops at a time. I boosted it up to 8, and I was such in bad shape. 8 drops is what it took. It still takes for me.
Didn't do me nothing, bro. Where's it at? Right here. Look. I did the whole vial.
That's not methylene blue. It ain't blue.
Methylene blue.
Oh my God, I guess so. You got that man. That's off the TikTok shop.
Yeah, it's off the TikTok shop.
I don't know about that one, but
This
yeah,
is a joke. This is a ripoff. If you're going through
yeah.
withdrawals and you're trying to get off whatever you're trying to get off opiates, this is a joke. And they're on TikTok and people are saying, "Oh, I've been on Suboxone for so long and this is what
I'm
got me
telling
off."
you, this right here, this one right here does work, and it come off of Amazon. Watch where you get your shit from. It
Well,
does.
the
No,
people,
excuse me. My personal opinion, it works for me. Everybody's body's different. It works for me.
it's not mother. Is Mother's Day yet? Oh yeah, gabapentin is a lifesaver, but they're illegal now.
The
They're
old
a
Gabby,
narcotic.
the old
According
Gabby.
to the DEA, gabapentin is a narcotic. But according to doctors, gabapentin is not a narcotic. So explain that one.
Adam said. Adam said the only thing he dropped is a deuce. Shitting on him, cuz. Oh, did I see you? Excuse me.
Hey, Earth Harmony is where I get mine.
The brand matters for sure. I bought one off of Temu that didn't work at all for me. I threw that son bitch away. I couldn't tell. I didn't even took anything.
Mary Baker, I completely, totally disagree with you. Matter of fact, I know for a fact God told me he would not take this from me. God told me my grace is sufficient. When Paul said, I have a thorn in my flesh, God didn't take it. He said, my grace is sufficient. I'm going through this right now live. I went through this live on the internet to help other people, to show other people that it can be done. It does take the strength of God, but God is what be not deceived. God is not mocked, for whatsoever man soweth that he shall also reap. If you want to
God,
take,
God can do anything, but at the
he
same time,
can.
He's going to let you experience what your choices let you do.
Oh God, I think I killed somebody by accident. Please don't let me go to prison. Guess what? Off to
Now you're going to
prison I
prison.
went. Off to prison I went. So it's like I had somebody message me on Instagram talking about, man, just pray to God and he'll take it from you. I'll tell you one thing God did take from me. He took cigarettes away from me like that. He did do that.
Yeah, yeah, I did too. I threw my pack out the window and never turned back.
Never turned back.
Half
I ain't
pack.
smoked one since 2014.
God,
2014.
He healed my spine for me. He healed me in the end, but I still had to go through that 7 months in the fucking hospital on my back, paralyzed for 4 months, all that pain. Now I'm good now. I'm supposed to be walking with a walker. He healed me in the end, but he allowed me to go through what my choices let me go through. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You can't go out here on the streets and smoke crack for years and go to rehab and fall on your knees in the chapel at the rehab and say, just take it from me, God. Just take it from me. No, man, God is not mocked.
Oh, you
Whatsoever
have to put
man
in the
soweth,
work. You
he
have to
shall
put in the
also
work
reap.
for it. You have to put in the work for it.
You got to
Like
put in the
anything else.
work for it.
But anyways,
A workman need not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. I've heard this before. God will take it from you. He'll take the withdrawal. He'll take the sickness. Hey, check this out. I had a homeboy whose mama was dying of obstructive. What is it called? What is it called, man? Lung disease, pneumonia, uh,
COPD.
COPD,
Yeah,
COPD.
we thought
She
at the
was
same time.
look, COPD. So we're in the parking garage of Forest General Hospital in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, and we run into a prophet. This dude claims to be a prophet. And he comes to this hospital and he heals people. So naturally the family, they're losing their mama and their wife and their aunt and this one, my best friend's mama's dying. A COPD, she's suffocating to death. It was a 4-day thing. So naturally, they're going to try anything. So her husband asked, "Can you come in here and heal my wife?" He says, "In the name of Jesus, if I come in there, she'll be healed." And he come in there and he put his arms over her, and we all gathered around in a circle and he prayed some big old prayer. And when he got praying, he said, "Ooh, sha-la-la-la-ga-ba-la-la-la-la-la," and all this, that, and another. And she died 4 days later. So I know exactly what I'm talking about. When God says, it's appointed unto man to die, you can't add one stature. You can't add 1 second to your life. I'm gonna drink my
He
coffee.
did heal my back. I seen where Cleve said he healed your back. He healed my back also, brother. Like I said, I still had to go through what my choices made me go through, but in the end, he did heal my back. Yes, but I still had to pay for what I did. You got to reap what you sow. If you sow a bad seed, you're gonna have to reap it. But yes, he will save you. That don't mean you're not going to heaven, but you're still gonna have to go through some stuff, whether it be small or big.
Hey, since we're talking about this, man, look at what they did. Since they talk about some wild, crazy conspiracy bullshit on Hickorbillies, let's talk about real stuff. Look at what they did to some of the early people that got us the Bible, that brought us the church, that spread the message. They were burnt alive. They were killed. Their children were killed. The women
One
were
of them's
killed.
head was cut off and put on a platter and brought to the king. You know what I mean? John. So, I mean, you know, dude, I know a lot about that word, bro. There ain't too much of that word that's gonna slip by me, bro.
I'll be in there
I
in a
know a lot
minute.
about it.
So it's like, why didn't God deliver them? There was a man, I forget his name. Don't quote me to this, okay? His name was something, Singa something. But he was a Roman centurion soldier that pierced the side of Jesus when he was on the cross. And then when it was done, he looked up there and he said, surely this was the Son of God. And then when they buried him and he rose again from the dead, this soldier neglected Rome and become a Christian and started to, spread the gospel. So Rome took him and put out his eye and cut his eyes out, and he wrapped his head with a bandana. That still didn't stop him. So Rome took him again and cut his tongue out. After they cut his tongue out, he was still able to tell people. And finally, at the last moment, they brought him back in. They tried him in a Roman court and they cut his head off and killed him. God didn't deliver him.
So look, another one, Dismas. Let me tell you something about God's grace. While we're sitting here talking about deliverance, let's talk about the grace for a minute. God's grace is like this. Do you know who was beside him on the cross? Dismas was one of the dude's name. He was a thief. Dismas, okay? Unbaptized, unsaved, all that. He was fixing to die.
He didn't go to church.
All that. Never been to church day in his life. None of that. And God looked at him and said, for sure, you'll be with me in paradise on this day. He was the first canonized saint. The first one ever was a thief on the unbaptized, unsaved, unchurched. The first saint to ever go to heaven was Dismas.
Yeah. And I just pray when I run into some of these country rappers, they better know Jesus, because he's the only one that can stop me.
Well, I know this. My God's good. My God works in mysterious ways, and he always does it in the weirdest way at the last moment, so that way you know it's him. Every time God has showed up for me, it's been in the weirdest way possible, so I know it's him.
God did not write a single word in the Bible. I repeat, God did not write a single word in the Bible. The Bible itself
I would have to disagree with that. I would have to disagree with that.
Yeah. Okay. So hold on, just real quick. The last sentence he says is, the Bible itself even says this. That is you could not be so far. That is a ball-faced lie. It says every scripture is given for reproach, reproof, rebuke, and exhort, precinct upon precinct. So let me ask you something. In Isaiah chapter 43, when Isaiah says, it is the Lord who sits on the roundness of the earth. When you translate that word round, it translates to the word hug, H-U-G, like we hug somebody. But in Greek, the word hug means globe. How did Isaiah, before science ever existed, how did Isaiah know that the earth was a globe if God wasn't speaking through him? You can go back through the Bible and use these examples over and over again. How did they know in Genesis that they had to create the trees to create the oxygen before they created man, so man could breathe the oxygen? How did they know this?
Bro said I got a teardrop tattoo. That's a lie. That's a 6, homeboy. That is not a teardrop. But I appreciate you looking, though. I appreciate you looking real hard at it, though. Hang on, look again. That's a 6.
Hey,
and not 3 of them.
We appreciate everybody being here, though, man. You just
Uh,
look, bro. When you around some real ones, bro, it gets deep. It gets ankle deep. It might hurt you in the soul. It might hurt you in the feelings. It might hurt you in the whatever. You might be like Adam and go drop a deuce. I don't know, man. But all I know is I need a little time off bad behavior.
oh Lord, or the
Mm,
high cost of living. Ain't
yeah,
nothing like the cost of living
it
high.
is high. Yeah, I
But
want
look,
to.
man, I'm fixing to get ready. I'm fixing to get ready and get this. I got to get this house done, man.
Hey, before we go, man, y'all give ODR some likes, man. We got 51 people in here, man. I need 51 people to hit that like button, or I need 51 people to cuss us out. One of the two, don't matter to us. Just
Yeah, it don't
one of
matter.
the two.
Y'all can, hey, as long as you comment and you can say anything you want to. We don't give a shit. Roast me, I don't care. Just put them comments in the chat. Get the
Yeah,
algorithm picked up.
yeah, get those live, get the likes going up, get the likes
So
going
look,
up.
I could take you down a whole rabbit hole of the fallen angels and how they breeded with the people, the women of the earth that created the Nephilims, and the Nephilims, the real, that was the book of giants. But yeah, we'll go into all that later. But I'm fixing to go, man. I love you, homie.
All right, bro. Be
Hey,
good, man.
hey, y'all be ready for Welcome to My Woods featuring Bloodhound and Greg Mack. We got a lot of stuff coming, a lot of shows coming up. So do us a favor, go over there. If you're not following him, go over there and follow Ryan Bloodhound Woodcock, Bloodhound on all platforms, and follow Old Dirt Road on all platforms. Please and thank you.
Hey, and before I go, I want to respond to not so cool kids. Cause bro, you could not be further from the truth. The Bible literally says Jesus Christ is the author and the finisher of our faith.
How in the hell are you
Literally.
preaching the Bible when you don't know the Bible? What have we
You don't
said
even
that
know
has in line with the Bible?
and in the book of Revelation was wrote by John on the island of Patmos when he was marooned by the Roman government. Revelation does have an author. And what's funny is what's happening in Revelation is literally coming true right now.
You're talking to a hater, bro. You're talking to a hater, bro.
Yeah, but it's like,
You're wasting your breath.
how can anybody look at what's going on in the world right now and deny what,
Con,
I don't, I just don't get
con,
it. Hey,
con.
my,
Mr. James,
hey,
throw the corn on that shit. Con.
we just had 52 people in here. Now they jumped down to 36. That's how fake they fake. They need to go get a Subway.
Eat fresh, motherfuckers.
Hey, my brother just texted me, bro. We got to go haul some scrap metal. So, I love you, dog. I love everybody in the chat. What? No, I don't. I only love Bloodhound
Okay,
Nation.
not so cool kids. Hey, not so cool kids. I would say see you on the other side, but you're going to a different place than me. So I'll holler at you.
It's
You're on
easy
the
to hate me
southbound
than
train,
disprove
homie.
you with your Bible using the book Revelation.
Not so cool's on the southbound train.
Not so cool. Not so cool. Let me show you something real quick, bro. I have Revelation 6 and 8 tattooed on the side of my arm. You do not want to talk to me about the book of Revelation. I spent a lot of time in the penitentiary studying the book of Revelation. I promise you, I
Look
promise
at
you.
him. Look at him talking about my tattoos. He can't find nothing else to bitch about
Right.
but some tattoos I
Here's
got at
my
19 years
tattoo.
old.
Revelation 6:8. Behold, a white horse, man who sat on him was death, and hell followed with him. Look,
I'm,
I'm gonna tell you
I'm
right
40 years
now.
old.
I'm gonna tell you right now. You better find the truth
Hey,
before it's
not so
too late.
cool. You're not so cool after all. That's a good name for you. That's a
Nah,
good
come
name for you.
back. Welcome to Bloodhound Nation. Come back.
Yeah, I
All
mean,
right,
come on back, but you're not cool at all. But yeah,
Nikki,
besides
I
that,
love
come on
you.
back.
Mary, I love you. Adam, I love you. James, we love you. If Diesel's in here, we love you. Nola, that's right. Only God can judge. Nola, that's
Only
right.
God can judge me
Only
now.
God can judge. That's right. That's perfect. I couldn't have said it. Adam, like, it's too early for this bullshit. I ain't even wiped my ass yet.
Hey, Adam's always
Hey,
coming through with the statements.
hey,
I
look,
love it.
if you give me a Bible and I'm getting ready to preach, I'll still slap the fuck out of Hickerbilly.
Well, you on that shit hard today. She on some bullshit.
Hey, it's like them days when you laying around the zone and you laying on your rack and you're like, man, ain't nothing to do, bro. Fuck it. Hit the wall, hit the back wall. Let's fucking box. We used to take 7 and 8 pairs of socks, and put them on our
We say,
hands.
we say t-shirts.
T-shirts, socks, toilet paper,
Yeah.
and wrap them in our hands and go in the back. Bro, good times. Hey, I know some straight serial killing gangsters that will school you in the Bible. Not so cool. They will make you totally rethink your life and what you think you believe in, what you think you know. For real. I'm dead for real, bro.
I know you're right. That's why I'm laughing, because I'm
Hey,
absolutely.
one of the oldest vice lords in the state of Mississippi is the guy by the name of Roger Hill. The Hill family, his cousins and brothers are all in the penitentiary. They've got 4 or 5 life sentences. They established the vice lord order in the state of Mississippi. Roger Hill was my cellmate 2 times in a row, and he read that Bible religiously, bro, and could quote it from top to bottom to back to forth and all that, everything, man. We almost got into banging one time at Harrison
Not
County.
so cool that we're nobodies, but yeah, we're nobodies. But look at our followers and look at yours. I guess you're somebody, right? I guess you're somebody. Man, get the hell out of here with that bullshit.
You're
Fucking
not an
haters love to
actual.
come here. Feel free to hate on me. If that's what you got to do to get your jollies off in the morning, is come argue with somebody and come hate on somebody. If you don't like what we're saying, get the fuck off the live. Period.
Okay, if you're a historian, not so cool. If you're a historian, not so cool. You claim to be a historian, right? I promise you, you got the right one. If you claim to be a historian, where's Jesus buried? Where's his body?
Oh, yeah. No, listen to me. He's talking about, oh, you can't trust the Bible because of the age on it. But yeah, you're quoting something from 1597. Do you think that's going to be fucking accurate, you dumbass?
Bruh, do you realize that not just the people who wrote Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, not just Paul, not just James, not just Jude, not just John, but also Josephus, who hated Jesus, also the Roman government. Oh no, not so cool. Listen to this. Rome is still here. Rome is still a country. It still exists to this day. You can go visit Rome right now if you wanted to. Rome is still a country. They're not a big empire, but they're still a country. But here's one thing they have done. They have kept documents for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. They keep great documents, just like any other government. And they have it documented where they killed Jesus of Nazareth. It is documented they killed him and lost his body. They can't find it. So, Mr. Historian, tell me.
No, listen. The shroud of Jesus Christ, the linen that was laid over him, has a imprint of his face that can only be caused by one thing: an atomic light, a burst of light so bright that it caused like a negative, like a picture on that shroud, and that's the real shroud of Jesus Christ. And it's but.
Yeah, you talking
I
about
could go into all that shit with you all day long.
You talking about the Shroud of Turin, the Shroud of Turin, whatever the hell his name is.
I know it's the shroud that went over Jesus Christ. That's what I call it.
Yeah, well, all I'm saying is Rome is still a country to this day, and they have always kept documents since the establishment of their government. And if you go back into their files, you will see that they crucified a man named Jesus from Nazareth, and they can't find him.
Every religion, even the Quran says that Jesus, but they believe he was a prophet, but they still talk about all the miracles that Jesus did. And in the Muslim Bible.
Yeah, they call him Isa. His name is Isa. And everybody talks about Muhammad. You can go to Muhammad's grave right now. You can go to where Buddha is born right now. You can go to where Krishna is born right now, buried. You can go visit these graves right now, but can't nobody visit the grave of Jesus. Nobody. Nobody know. You can go to the tomb where they put him, but he ain't there no more. So explain that, Mr. Historian. Explain that.
I got stuff to pack. I'm out of here. We love y'all. Bloodhound Nation, Dirt Road Swervers. I'm out of here. We love y'all. We love you, homie.